What else he could be? Anti-Semite. In preparation for this episode, I was in dilemma. Should I speak about cringy visit of Tucker Carlson to Moscow and his amusement with wonders in Russia? Then, when I heard that Brazil and Israel are having diplomatic issues, I switched my interest to more important and more relevant issues that the world is going through. If you stay tuned, you will find out more details about diplomatic freezing of relations between Brazil and Israel, but also the attitude of growing new bloc, new kids on the block, the Brics. Not long ago, Israel and Brazil had a very good relationship, diplomatic relationship, of course. Even Brazil imported a lot of military gear from Israel. During a hearing before International Court of Justice about occupation by Israel in Palestine, some heavy words were told. Of course, as Brazilian President Lula openly criticized the Israeli military operation in Gaza, what else he could be? Anti-Semite. If you watched my video before this one, you will learn more about what means Semite, what means anti-Semitism. This video triggered some controversy, but I think definitions are outdated, as well as certain institutions are outdated. When I say institutions outdated, I'm primarily talking about the United Nations. The United Nations with five, the most powerful countries, not necessarily all of them are as powerful as immediately after World War II, such as United Kingdom or France, but still powerful in Security Council with the right of veto. So if they don't like some solutions, some ideas, some wording, whatever they don't like, they just put veto and it's the end of the story. So this reminds me on inefficiency of predecessor of United Nations, the League of Nations, which definitely failed. History has proven that it failed big time, and as a result of its failure, we had World War II. Let's hope the failure of the United Nations to perform its core duties to prevent conflicts, to apply diplomatic avenues in solving disputes between countries. And the countries also should obey to the opinions of expert bodies of the United Nations, and especially its International Court of Justice, which decisions are legally binding. Since we have United States this time preventing any ceasefire, even for humanitarian purposes, then I don't know how it's going to end. Brazilian president even revoked the ambassador, and apparently he threatened that he could even think about arming resistant movement of Palestine. Brazil actually recognized Palestine as a sovereign state, independent state. More countries recognize Palestine as an independent state. It would be almost done deal. Well, to be honest, if creation and recognition of a Palestinian state would mean dissolution of or disintegration of Israel, I would be against, because both Israel and Palestine, they both deserve to have their own countries and to be sovereign, useful nations for global peace. I still believe that Arabs and Jewish, they can be very, very good neighbors if they don't oppress each other. Let me go back to the argument why the United States put veto in Security Council on even humanitarian ceasefire. Ambassador spoke something like, first should be release of hostages taken by Hamas, and then to negotiate peace settlement. I don't think IDF really cares about hostages, because if you throw 2,000 pounds bombs and thousands of them on Gaza, it's highly likely that most of the hostages are blown up together with the captors, the Hamas fighters. So what do you think? What can be the best solution for this conflict in Israel and Palestine? Let's not fool each other. Whole world can see that it's really over the top. The reaction of Israeli armed forces against Palestinian civilians. If they applied, let's say, surgically precise actions against armed formations, I would totally agree. That is proportional, but estimations say that it's already over 30,000 civilians, over 12,000 children killed in this conflict so far. It's really over the top. What do you think? Leave your comments. Okay. Bye.